Hey Treps, Michelle Held from MetroNY.com. I'm here at Affiliate Summit West in Las Vegas. It's the premier performance marketing event where I met with industry leaders to ask them their tips on success in business and marketing.
My biggest marketing tip is to know what you're paying for. Are you paying for user acquisition, so just complete volume? Or are you paying for margin? Do you really want a return for every user that you get? Are you incentivizing a new customer, or are you incentivizing retargeting or remarketing? So there are a lot of things that you can pay for in marketing. It's not just one big marketing budget. So you need to know exactly what your goals are and what it is that you want to incentivize from the partners that you work with.
So my biggest marketing tip is to experiment and test. I think the biggest challenge that some of our partners have is they don't actually know what's going on with what they're running with their campaigns or their websites. So we're always encouraging our partners to get a testing infrastructure in place and then just ruthlessly change things and see what works.
Sure, yeah. So I think my biggest lesson in business is, especially during the startup phase and during the first few years, I think it's really tempting to just say yes to everything. And I would just say, don't deviate too much from the original business plan that you laid out for yourself. And don't deviate too much from the core focus of what you're trying to achieve with your company, at least in the beginning.
I think the biggest lesson in business overall is probably building your network, and not just building it, but maintaining it. I think the best opportunities I've had throughout my career have been based on the people that I've worked with and gotten to know. They've gotten to know me. And the trick with that is maintaining them and spending enough time so that people don't forget about you, you keep in touch, people understand what skills you've added to your repertoire, they understand not just your resume, but the experiences you've had and how you've grown from those. And I'm amazed at 5, 10, 15 years later, I run back into people, and once they realize what I've been doing and I see what they've been doing, we find new ways to work together.
So I think the future of marketing will become more intelligent. There are several things that you can pay for. It could be a click, it could be an acquisition, it could be an action. And I think we will figure out which actions to incentivize correctly, depending on what our goals are as marketers.
But I think the future of marketing definitely has a performance-based element to it. I think that advertisers are really wanting to understand how the dollars they spend perform, and not just the straight returns, but the incremental value of those returns. So especially as brands get older and older, they have so much equity that spending dollars to drive consumers. There's a lot of questions over whether you need to be spending that particular dollar on that particular consumer at that particular time. So as technology allows us to do more testing, understand people's behaviors, I think there'll be further expectation that dollars are spent smartly and incrementally.
Okay, a success tip is to continue to learn. You can never stop, especially in the age that we're in. There are so many things you can learn from your peers, the internet, and just reading in general. And I think you just can't stop learning given the amount of information that's being curated and how advanced your competitors are also learning themselves.
My biggest success tip would be, don't be afraid to try new things. Don't let fear stop you from doing anything. I think when you do things that you're afraid of, it kind of unlocks the doors to other potential opportunities. And it's easier to kind of push other scary things aside, and it's then easier to make goals for yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Take time for yourself. I think for a long time I felt like I was being lazy because I couldn't put in 60, 70 hours that week, but I think that that's the wrong way to think. Taking care of yourself is really important. It's the only way that you can take care of your business.
There you have it, Treps. Great tips from industry leaders for success and marketing in all your business endeavors. So what's my tip for success? It's okay to fail. You may fail multiple times. Just keep trying. As long as you learn from it, you're going to be successful. Carry on, Treps.